What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sector for Nerds. Today I'm here to give you guys my thoughts on Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 8, Bad Territory. First off, I want to give a shout out to Caleb's Cave of Collectibles for being a $5 or above tier member. Also, you guys, something really excited happened yesterday. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so freaking happy. Thank you guys so much. Man, it's so weird to me sometimes that the fact that 1,000 of y'all decided, you know what, let's subscribe to this mother effer. I'm not anybody famous. I'm not even semi-famous. I'm just a dude. I'm just a nerd. So I don't take this stuff for granted. I really don't. I'm so incredibly grateful. We'll have to find some kind of way to celebrate. But for now, you guys, any of you that haven't subscribed yet, highly recommend you do so. I got so much stuff planned throughout, the remainder of this year, going forward, the next couple years on YouTube. I've got so much stuff planned. Definitely don't want to miss out on any new content. All right, you guys, well, let's talk about what we all came here to talk about today, and that is the latest episode of The Bad Batch. This episode had two moving plots when it came to the story. We had our A plot, which was Hunter and Wrecker going to find none other than Fennec Shand, making a return to the show. Been a minute since we've seen Fennec Shand in Star Wars, so good to see her back. And then we had our B plot of Omega and Crosshair. Judging by the way that the show has gone so far, it very much feels that, Crosshair has become, the main character of The Bad Batch. Besides Omega. I don't want to say that Hunter and Wrecker are treated as afterthoughts, but it does feel like they've kind of taken a step down compared to where they were in previous seasons. I would say this episode was probably further down on my list of favorite episodes of The Bad Batch, but that doesn't mean that I didn't like it. When it comes to the other Fennec Shand episodes in the show, I thought they were much better than this one was. You know what this episode reminds me of? And I feel like you could take this the wrong way, and maybe I'm downplaying this too much. It's not to this extent, but this episode in a way did kind of remind me of the movie Thor: The Dark World. In the sense that I didn't care too much about the main villain. I was more concerned with, is Loki gonna turn on Thor, or is he gonna be trustworthy? What's his game? Just like how in this episode, I didn't really care about the villain they were going after. I was more concerned with, okay, is Fennec gonna be trustworthy, or is she gonna stab them in the back? Now, don't get me wrong, I would watch this episode of The Bad Batch 10 times over before I watched Thor: The Dark World, but still, you get my point. I guess the person that they were going after had some connections with the Haxian Brood, according to Fennec. The Haxian Brood is the group from Jedi Fallen Order, right? I think you guys, for a Bad Batch member of the week, for this week, as much as I wanted to give it to Crosshair or Omega, because I really enjoyed that part of the story. In terms of the A plot and who was crucial to the overall mission, I gotta go with Wrecker this week. He came in clutch multiple times in this episode, between taking care of those giant crocodile-like things in the water, catching the guy that they were going after. He was calling out Fennec on her bullcrap as well. I gotta give one to my guy Wrecker for this week. Hunter tells Omega to try and convince Crosshair to get his hand looked at, and so Crosshair goes to AZ. AZ's like, yeah, there's not much I can do, but this might be a mental thing on your part. And one of my favorite scenes in this episode is Omega meditating with Crosshair. And I love that Omega's constantly meditating now. It's just something that she picked up from Gunji, and it's something that she's been doing ever since. And I love how Crosshair's like, wait, you've been to Kashyyyk? It's almost in his mind that took him back to his days with the Bad Batch. For those that don't know, or for those that need a reminder, there was going to be an arc in the Clone Wars where the Bad Batch goes to Kashyyyk. And then because Disney canceled it, we never got to see that. Thanks, Disney. They've done such a good job with Crosshair this season, you guys. And I like that we're actually getting him in more episodes as well. Last season, he was only in a handful of episodes. Here, he's in it every week, pretty much. So the whole reason why Hunter and Wrecker team up with Fennec is because she's got information on M-count targets, because Bounty Hunter's been hired to go after targets with M-counts, so we need to figure out what that is. And they go to Fennec Shand, so she's like, all right, you help me pull this job, I will get you the information. And then at the very end, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to give you the information. Well, not yet. I got to get the information first. Now, the whole time I was sitting there okay, Who could she be? Who could she be referring to? Well, Ryan, who's the only bounty hunter that would, like, really know something about M counts? You know what I'm saying? Like, who could be considered as a bounty hunter that we technically know is still alive now? Who could she be referring to? Like, I mean, come on, Ventress, right? Like, that's gotta be where we're going. And she contacts someone at the end, and she's like, yeah, you know, it was very much like the way that they did the Trace and Rafa talks with Rex kind of thing, where, like, they're talking with someone, but you don't know who it is, but then you find out the next episode it's Rex. I feel like that's what it is here with Fennec. So, you guys, I think next week is gonna be the episode that a lot of people have been waiting for. I love when Fennec earlier in the episode was like, good guys, bad guys, their money's all the same. Which, I mean, yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, we got a freaking bar fight in the beginning of this episode as well. It was only a short one. But, like, I loved it when the freaking droid just picks up the bottle and smacks the person across the table with it. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, you guys, I thought this was a good episode. Again, it's not one of my favorites, but I think it was a solid episode to, like, lead us into what is gonna happen next, and I have a feeling that what's coming next is Asajj Ventress. There is a part of me that's still like, okay, did they make the right decision with this? Like, obviously when I saw that trailer, I freaked out and I was shocked and it was cool.
Making it very tempting.
What? Holy no way! What? And I still think it's cool that she's coming back. I can't wait. I'm just hoping that by the end of next week or whenever we do get Ventress in the show, that I don't show up here on video and be like, yeah, they probably should have just left her dead. I hope there's a good reason why they're going to be doing what they're doing. But I will reserve that judgment until after I see the episode, because for now, you guys, I cannot wait to see what they do next. Hopefully you guys are too. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this episode. You like it, not like it? Let me know. And be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with others to help support the channel, become a member today, link in the description below for that, and I will see you guys next time.